12 years ago, my family killed themselves, and the guilt still feels as raw as ever. I'm a 30M. 12 years ago, my little brother hung himself. Shortly after, my dad shot himself. It's been a long time, but with their 12th anniversary coming up, I feel it brewing inside me again. I've seen plenty of therapists for this, but somehow, confessing it outside of that setting feels different. I just need to let it out. My dad was a great dad, one of the best. He had his flaws, sure, but he wasn't abusive, neglectful, or anything a father shouldn't be. Our mom passed away from cancer when I was 8, and my brother was 5. After that, my dad had to raise us alone. He never remarried. He dated a bit, but nothing serious ever stuck. Maybe because he had 2 kids already, I don't know, but this is what happened. Ever since our mom died, my dad's older sister sexually assaulted me and my brother. It went on and off for 6 years, until we finally moved away when I was 14. And my brother was 11. My dad worked 2.5 jobs, day and night, just to keep us afloat. We didn't come from money, and my mom's cancer wrecked us financially. My aunt was the only family member who could babysit us. She worked from home, and since my dad had no one else, she became his only real support, emotionally and financially. In a way, she was like a mother to him. Then, when he got a better job out of state, we moved. The abuse stopped, but for those 6 years, she did horrible things to us. I don't want to get into the details. The worst part is that at the time, I didn't even realize it was wrong. Maybe my brother did, I don't know. What I do know is that it affected him the most, especially when he got to high school. The trauma was bad. It affected me too, but I repressed it, I ignored it, and honestly, I hate to admit it, but I didn't think much of it back then, probably because it was a woman. I guess I was brainwashed into thinking that was just the way she showed love. I used to tell my friends I lost my virginity at 10, thinking it was cool. Now that I'm in my 30s, with a kid of my own, fuck that. Me and my brother weren't super close as kids. We fought a lot, but as we got older, we got better. Since dad was always busy, I kind of took on a fatherly role for him. I drove him to school, made him food, bought him little treats, stuff like that. Eventually, I went off to college. Then, I got the news. My aunt died of a heart attack. That was it. That was the catalyst. My brother spiraled, and not long after, he took his own life. My dad lost his sister and his son in the same year. He knew my brother was struggling, but we never talked about it. That's what I hated the most. We never talked about our feelings. Dad was always so busy. I can't imagine what my brother was going through. I knew something was wrong, but I didn't say anything. I became just like my dad, so caught up in responsibilities that I ignored the people around me. I hated myself. In the heat of the moment, I told my dad everything. I told him why I thought my brother had done it. I told him what happened to us. I thought the day my brother died was the worst I'd ever seen my dad, but this. He went ballistic. He destroyed the house, screaming and yelling. It scared me so much that I left for my dorm. I regretted saying anything. A few days later, he shot himself. I dropped out of college that weekend. Just like that, I lost everyone. My entire family was gone. I look back sometimes and wonder, if I had just said something when we were kids, if I had paid more attention to my brother, if I had talked to someone earlier, could I have prevented it? 12 years have passed. Time helps, I guess. Keeping busy helps. I went back to college, met my girlfriend, got my MBA, and now I have a daughter. They saved me from a destructive path and convinced me to take therapy seriously. It's weird to say, but losing my family affected me way more than the abuse ever did. Not that the abuse didn't leave scars, it definitely did, and it still messes with me in my own relationship. But that's a whole other thing. I think I'm doing better now, most days. At least, but whenever this time of year comes around, the pressure builds up again, and I just can't keep it in.